Hi everyone, this is Pamela, and today I would like to talk about karma. And when I say this word, many people will think about, I want this person who hurt me so bad to pay for whatever they put me through, or I just think about this word under very negative emotions. And the thing is that we have to realize that most of the things that actually happens in our life are because of our decisions. And what we need to work on is our conscience, mindset, and everything that we have inside. So for that reason, today I would like to share 12 laws that basically will allow you not only to change your life, but have a better karma. That means that you're going to have a really positive experiences after you actually apply this. And understanding that will just let you know that karma is not getting revenge, because it has nothing to do with the other person but yourself. So I would like to start with the first law, that is the great law. And what is this about? That karma basically is the law of cause and effect. So whatever you do today will have a consequence, whether this is good or bad. So that's why we need to be really careful of anything that we do today, because eventually it's gonna, return to us, and sooner or later that's something that you're going to see the consequence of it. And once you always do something good, you can be really quiet, you can be really good, because you know that you're going to get a really good benefit from that really good action that you had today. The second law is the law of creation. And this is something that has to do with the fact that, first of all, we need to understand that change is a permanent thing that we have in our lives. And for that reason, it's necessary for us to always create really new opportunities in our life. And that will allow us just to, enjoy really good situations or experiences. And even when you don't actually create new opportunities, then you're going to have experiences that sometimes are not really rewarding. It is because of that, the lack of commitment that you have towards yourself. So for that reason, creation is also really important in your life. Then we have the law of humility. And when it comes to that, it's more like addressing the fact that you're not perfect, that you also have flaws, but not only recognizing that you have flaws, but working on them. And that's also, being humble, and sometimes listening to people who they actually care about you, and sometimes it's telling you things that you need to change, and you know that they are saying for the heart something that is constructive. Then you won't take it as a negative thing, but you will do anything just to change it and give a meaningful experience to that person, especially when you are present in their life. Then we have the law of growth. And what is this about? This is more like acknowledging the fact that you are the one who needs to change in order for have everyone else changing. Or I think I didn't express it really well. It's more like not the other people that should be changing, but yourself. And once you change, then you're gonna see the things differently. And that's why when we're having people who it's always the victim of everything, it's not that everyone hates them, it's that they have an internal issue that they have to work on, and for that reason they have this perception of the rest of the people. So then we have the law of responsibility, and just keep going with the example of a person who has this victim mindset. You have to be responsible of the type of mindset. And once you recognize that, it's not blaming like, oh, I have this mindset, but do something about it. Acknowledge that and actually work on it and change your reality, because otherwise you're just gonna be repeating the cycle. And then we have the law of connection, and it's understanding that everything we do have a connection in the future. So the past and the future and the present are connected. So for that reason, everything we do counts. Then we have the law of focus. And I would like to just talk a little bit more about this, because it is necessary to understand that when we're working on something, focus is really necessary in order for us to succeed. And once we are focused onto the things that we want to achieve, whether it is a really good relationship or whether it is a really professional growth or anything else in life, when we focus onto that, we're going to create habits that will allow us just to get into that goal. Then we're going to just take the time to work onto our goals and put the energy into it. So that's why it's so important to focus, because when you're not doing it, then you won't do anything consistently to get what you want. Then we have the law of giving and hospitality. This is something that for me, of course, it is a beautiful thing when you do something for other people, but especially when you do it from your heart. So for that reason, to me, it is important to do it, in secret, not sharing it just to get other people to think that you're kind, or for getting, really good comments from others or validation, but do it because you want just to help, but not for getting recognition from others. And that's something that it's more for me genuine. Then we have the law of change. And as I was saying, because everything is connected, we have to realize that changing is part of our responsibility and it's part of life. So the person you were 5 years ago is not the person you are today. And you even see it not only on the outside, but also in the inside. You are not the same person who used to have maybe meaningful conversations 10 years ago. Today, you just talk about other things. So when you change, then you make different decisions. But if that is not happening, then you're going to keep living the same situations over and over again until you learn the lesson. Then we have the law of patience and reward. Why this is also really important? Because we want to get many things in life, and when we see somebody who is really successful, we are like, oh, I admire this person. But do you know how much this person worked to get there? This person needed to be really patient and needed just to consistently work into these things in order for this person to get the reward of getting what they wanted. And feeling the satisfaction of achieving your goal is really good. But for that reason, you need to be patient, and having faith into yourself will make you just go work and have discipline into whatever you do. And then the last one that I'm going to be talking about today is the law of importance of inspiration. And this is very related to the energy we put into the things that we do. So if we place a really good energy in what we're doing, then we're going to get a really good result. But if we're doing something just for the sake of doing it, there's no growth into that. You're going to get the same result of it. So if you're doing just something that is mediocre, I think it is said like that, then you're gonna get the same result. So remember that every time you involve into acting towards something, you have to do it 100% committed, and you know that you're gonna get a really awesome expectations on the things that you actually working on. So the next week I'm gonna be talking about the 12th law that is related to creating a really good karma. And the most important thing is that you like the video, but the information of it was useful for you. So if you like it, I would like you to subscribe. And as I always say, I do this with all of my love, and see you the next week. Bye bye.